Hi, and welcome to English Listening World Intensive Listening Podcast. I'm Les Paris, and today's sentence is sentence number 10 from the Sarah's Morning Story. It goes like this. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Okay, let's take a look at it. First of all, rhythm. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Now we get 3 strong beats, and the words are sits, small, table. So we get sits, small, table. We're starting to get an idea of the meaning just from the strong beats. Let's take a look at some of the reductions. Do we have any reductions? We do. Her. The word her becomes The H is dropped. Her becomes Then we have to look at the liaison. Okay? Sits and at. Sits at, sits at. Sits ends with a s, and then we have an at. Sits at. Sits at. They get stuck together. And we have at and her, but her becomes adder. The at has a t sound in it, which changes to a d sound. Adder. All 3 together, sits at her. Sits at her. Okay, let's move on from liaison to consonant clusters. We have the small, which ends with a o, and kitchen, which starts with a k. So we get k, kit, kitch, kitch, all kitch, small kitchen, small kitchen. And the consonant cluster is the and the k coming together. Now we also have kitchen and table. Kitchen ends with n, table starts with t, chen table, kitchen table. So we have 2 consonant clusters joining those words together. Okay, let's get into the shadowing now. I'll say it 3 times for you to practice some preliminary shadowing. Remember, you should go to the site and practice shadowing on the site for really good intensive listening practice. Say your words at the same time as me. 3, 2, 1. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Sarah sits at her small kitchen table. Good. Now you're getting the hang of it. Go and repeat that 20 times on the listening site. You'll find a link in the description below so you can go to the site, press the 20 times button, and shadow 20 times. It'll take you less than a minute. I'm finished there. I'd like to thank you for listening, and good luck with your homework.